First of all, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to them brothers in the gaps, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. As the title say, flee out of the midst of Babylon. That's where I'm going at with this little lesson. I hit a few scriptures on that, how we are to be delivered from this place, Lord willing. That I be one of them brothers, I don't know. But to bring the scriptures out, let's get right to it. Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. One more again, Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. All right? Yeah, he gonna render unto her a recompense. That's payback for all the atrocities she done did, mainly to the children of Israel and also into the earth, right? And we don't need to go into all the wicked shit that Esau do. And that's representative, Babylon is representative of Esau because he is about confusion. And that Babylon really is talking about America here. It's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about America. So the scripture says in Jeremiah 51:6, it tells you to flee out of the midst of Babylon. Do we leave Babylon? No. When he say flee out of the midst of Babylon, he is basically saying, do not follow the ways of this place, America. Do not follow her ideologies. Do not follow her thoughts. Don't walk as a Babylon. Don't walk as a Babylonian. Basically, don't walk as an American. Don't be a fucking American. Don't be a Babylonian. Don't be an Egyptian, because America is depicted as Egypt as well. It is the house of bondage, you know. Let me go into right quick before I get to other scriptures to counter that scripture, so to speak, and show you that it's really talking about the ways of America. That's what he means. Flee the ideology. Flee the ideology. Be born again, as Yahweh Shai said. Because we all born into this place. Everybody who was over here in Babylon, that was born in Babylon, was raised in the ways of Babylon. They was raised to celebrate New Year's. They was raised to celebrate Christmas, so on and so forth. Halloween, Valentine's, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, all the bullshit, right? And at the time when we were in the world, we thought that shit was cool and right. We thought that was the way to go, you know, but it's not. I want to bring out this other scripture in Revelation 14 and 9. And it says, 14 and 9. I start at 8. And there followed, Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The 9th verse. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Now, the key point, one more again, I wanted to get Revelation 14 and 9, because it says right here in 14 and 9, one more again, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right? But that's the image. That's what I was going back about, saying the image, you take on the image of America. When you go into that word, hold on, I have it up here. I have that word up, right? Image. And that's out of Revelation 14 and 9. And it says an image, figure, likeness. And it's from, Salakia, it's from G1503, right? But the definition of it, an image, figure, likeness. And then it goes into the image, talking about the heavenly things and all that. But let's go to the key word, the root word, so to speak. Let's get that out, the root word. And it reads right here in the root word, to be like. So, to be like a Babylonian, to be like an American, to be like an Egyptian, to be like an American, to take on the ways of this place. And those will suffer that indignation and wrath that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is to bring upon this place. But it says in Jeremiah 51:6, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon. So most people who are unlearned, they figure, okay, you got me. It's contradiction, right? No, we just read that. Now let's go to Isaiah 30. I wasn't going to bring that out, but let's go to Isaiah 30. We just read that definition, right? To be like, right? To be like. Let's go back to the demographic. I love that. All right. It says to be like, and this is Isaiah 30:1. And it reads, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And it even tell you in the second verse, they walk to go down to Egypt, because America is symbolic of Egypt as well. Not to mention they have the obelisk, they have the pyramid on your dollar. We all well know that. And of course, the millions of slaves that they bought over in slave ships, which would constitute this place to be the house of bondage, right? So this is Egypt. But as well, we talking about fleeing out of the midst of Babylon. Well, the word Babylon means confusion. So you would want to flee out of that, right? But he's talking about spiritually, because we just read in Isaiah 30:1, they cover with a covering, but not of his spirit. So they have the spirit of a Babylonian. They have the spirit of America. And those the ones that's going to be tried with fire. Going to be suffer the fire and suffer the indignation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Let's get some understanding on that. Jeremiah 51. Let me go to Jeremiah 27. Let me go to Jeremiah 27. Right? Jeremiah 27:22. And it reads, they shall be carried to Babylon, and there shall they be until the day that I visit them, saith Yahweh. Then will I bring them up and restore them to this place. Okay? Then will I bring them up and restore them to this place. All right? And they say what? The scriptures say when 2 or 3 more witnesses, let it stand, right? Let's get a second witness. Let's go to Micah 4:10. Micah 4:10. One more again. Micah 4:10. Let's get that. Micah 4:10. Shalakia, let me get it right quick. Micah 4:10. And it reads, Micah 4:10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. Okay? So what he's saying in Jeremiah 51:6, when he say flee out of the midst of Babylon, it's talking about the ways of America. All right? It's talking about the ideologies. It's talking about the folly days that they celebrate. Okay? It's talking about the birthdays that they have. All right? It's talking about paying homage to America, basically. Separate yourself from this shit. One more scripture I use. A well-known scripture, Mr. Brothers. One more scripture, and I'm going to close it all down. All right? So let's get that. In Judges 5:11, they are delivered. They that are delivered from the noise of archers and the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates. Okay? So right here, it's basically telling you in the place of drawing waters. I'm not going to go into the precept of that, but if you want the precept, that's in Joshua, the 9th chapter. I believe somewhere around the 21st verse or the 23rd verse. You can get a precept for Judges 5:11. But guess what? This is the place of drawing waters. That's symbolic of slavery. All right? So we're going to be here. We're going to be delivered from here. And Lord knows I'm only saying we because I'm speaking. I'm not proud to say that I'm an elect. I don't know if I'm elect. Lord willing, I have hope. Okay? I have hope that I am elect. But I will do the job because I am an Israelite. This is my job. So, to all those, and to that brother who asked me about this scripture, it's not talking about leaving this place. Okay? Even if you was to get your ass on the plane in time when all shit fall down, the Most High still can reach out and touch you wherever the fuck you at. And it's all ordained. okay, on your walk in this walk. This is the Most High show. If you do try to flee, you was already set up to try to do that, so the Most High can smite you. You know what I'm saying? To show you that, hey, you can run all day. The story of Jonah show you that. The Most High allowed him to run, you know, just to show him, hey, you ain't no running from him, you know. So just flee the ideologies of this place, the ways of this place. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no fucking patriot for these people, all right? You want to be a soldier? Be a soldier for Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Wahamashiach, Yahweh Shah. That's who are we, soldiers. And we are Israelites, according to Ecclesiastes 12:13. Okay? And our duty is to keep the commandments of the Most High. That's our duty as an Israelite. Whether you decide that you worthy or not worthy to be the elect. You are an Israelite, and that is your duty. To leave any other heathenistic ways. And this is definitely the top of the line of heathenistic ways in America, because this is Babylon, and the word Babylon goes back to the word confusion, because it has every fucking empire inside of it. Every empire inside of one empire doing whatever the hell makes you feel good. That you Epicurean damn shit. Do whatever feels good, right or wrong. So just flee out of the midst of doing this bullshit and trying to be American and trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. You know, everybody's doing it. I don't want to be looking like an outcast. Well, the Most High loves that you look like an outcast, because you suffering all that ridicule for righteousness' sake. All right? I hope this was edifying to the Akim that be in the know, and to the Akim that be not in the know as of yet, but ordained to receive this truth as we have received it. I want to say all praise, honor, glory be unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the gaps, pushing this truth and sincerity. Safety, peace, and blessings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. Death to America. Shalom.